Alright, I'll keep it straight. Straight. Yeah, we live. Hold on, lady. Shalom Israel, this Israelite School UPK started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, and the Commander Junior Hunter, Precinct Officer at Natazab, ISUPK Sacramento. Today is Wednesday night biblical law class, and we're going to get into some biblical events that's not so popular, you know what I'm saying, in 2022. Today's topic is uh, marriage and multiple wives. You know what I mean? Make sure you smash that like button, share the class, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? We got to get this truth out here. ISUK Sacramento, Facebook, TikTok, all platforms. You know what I mean? Like I said, today's biblical law class. We just gonna go into a little history of the Bible and show you that multiple wives, and tell you about multiple wives, educate you about multiple wives, and also educate you about how to be in a marriage or whatnot. You know what I mean? And that's very important being in 2022 because, you know, a lot of black people don't know how to be in a relationship. That's why as soon as a black woman get into it with her man and they ain't seen eye to eye and they end up arguing or something like that, you know, the first thing that goes to that woman's mind is call the police. He getting too rowdy in there, I'm going to call the police. And then, like, you calling the police and you know what I mean, you want to get this brother locked up, not knowing that you could have solved that by just being sweet. You could have, he acting aggressive, you know what I'm saying, being rude to you, talking to you crazy, being loud, doing all that in front of the children. You could stop all of that if you just be a woman. You know what I mean? You just be what's the word? Feminine. You know what I mean? You can stop a lot. You won't have to call the police because guess what? You call the police on your man. Not only is that wrong, you know what I mean, but you calling somebody to be a mediator between you and the person that you married to. You calling somebody that you calling the devil to be a mediator, and guess what? He knows nothing about raising a family. He knows nothing about marriage. You know what I mean? That's why you got dogs catching monkeypox in 2022. You know why? Because that's what women do. That's what white women do. That's what the heathen women do. They do all type of nasty stuff. Sleep with the mailman, sleep with the dog, sleep with every goddamn body. And you calling this man and want him to be a mediator in your relationship. He don't know nothing about being in that relationship. You know what I mean? And you know, but we live in a society where you speak out on these things, and you speak out on the role of a woman, how a woman should conduct herself, and how she should behave, and her natural role to the black man. And you know, you got a lot of feminists out there that call you misogynistic, they call you a sexist for doing all that. When really a woman should know her place, and because this is what you gotta understand too, men and women are not equal in no way, shape, or form. You know what I'm saying? Women are not equal. It's certain things that women can do that men can't do, like give birth. And there's certain things that men can do that women can't do. You know what I mean? We should both know our roles as black, Hispanic, Native American Indians. But if we don't know our roles, it's going to be very hard to try to be in a relationship. Especially when you find out sex is marriage, it's going to be very hard to try to be with somebody forever. You know what I mean? So, first scripture we're gonna get Genesis chapter 2, verse 18. Man, we're gonna get a little history of Adam and Eve. All right. What the hell? All right. Genesis chapter 2, verse 18. And because the feminist movement, they got it to where women think that they're equal to men, and that could be furthest from the truth. Women have never been equal to men. You know what I mean? You know how I know women are equal with men? You know, because you got a lot of feminists that think that. They look at, okay, let's say this. Let me give you a scenario, right? Okay, if I'm gonna ask a woman, Ask a woman if her house is on fire, does she want a male fireman to come and grab her and her children out of the house and save them from this fire that their house is engulfed in, or do they want a bunch of women to come save them? They're gonna say men. Like I just gave a scenario about a fireman, and before that I gave a scenario about a police officer popping up at your house. Let's say it's an intruder come to your house and he do a home invasion when you and your children there. You don't got a man. Do you want a women cop to pull up, or do you want a male cop to pull up and take down this culprit? What do you want to do? Everybody's gonna say man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know why? Because men and women aren't equal. Men, it's a man's natural role to protect and to fight for his woman and to protect his children and his wife. That's natural. You know what I mean? That's absolutely natural, and that's why women shouldn't be given roles that's made for men. You know what I mean? And let me give you an example on the flip side for the women, showing you her natural role. If you got children, would you want your child, your little baby girl, when you drop her off at daycare, do you want a bunch of big bodybuilding men watching her at daycare, or do you want women to watch your children at daycare? What do you want? Of course, everybody is going to say they want women to watch their children at daycare. So don't give me that bull crap that everybody's equal and everybody know we ain't nothing about men and women are equal. Nothing about we are two entirely different creatures. You know what I'm saying? One is made to be nurturing and sweet, and delicate and feminine, and one is made to be masculine. You know what I'm saying? And take charge and keep things in order. That's the natural role of a man. And we gotta know, if you don't know your role in a relationship in a society, contrary to popular belief, contrary to the feminist movement and what they teach, if you don't know your role, man, you gonna fail. You will get in a relationship with a brother and you gonna think that you can talk to him any type of way crazy. Any type of way crazy, and guess what? He's not in the truth, so guess what? He's gonna leave you. And you ain't talking to me like that. And no woman gonna ever talk to me like that. And that's why you got a lot of single parent households. Because men don't know how to go to war with their responsibility, but women also don't know how to be in order. You know what I mean? So we're gonna get into subscription and show you how to properly be in a relationship that will last a lifetime. So y'all can watch y'all grandchildren grow up together and watch your great grandchildren and die old with each other. That's how our relationship is supposed to be. But it's not like that in society because the roles are changing. Women trying to become men and men trying to become women. Women think they can talk to men any type of way, and men allow it. You know what I mean? So let's get Genesis chapter 2, verse 18. And like I said, man, you can call us, UPK, y'all can call us misogynistic and call us sexist, but it's very important that you understand this. You know what I mean? If we understood this, it'd be, man, so much, and there would be no domestic violence. There would be no police having to come to your house because you and your spouse have a domestic dispute. None of that would happen if you knew your role as a woman or if you knew your role as a man. You know what I mean? And then for all them independent women who think that everybody's equal and all that, man, how about when an intruder show up at the goddamn door, you go and address the intruder. You go downstairs and tell them to get the hell out your house and all that. You do it then. It's just everybody's equal. You know what I'm saying? Since everybody equal, go drop your children off at daycare with a bunch of big white bodybuilders and see how that turn out. Nobody wants that. You know what I mean? That's why I'm trying to tell you with women. But you know what the thing is, nowadays women, like, this is the thing, this is the problem. Like, everybody, you ask a woman what's a man's role, they gonna say that, man, he should be a provider. Man, she should protect his woman like Will Smith and be a provider and nigga woo. Like, everybody wants the old-fashioned role of the man being a provider, but nobody wants the old-fashioned role when it comes to the women shutting their mouth and cooking and cleaning and sewing and watching the children and all that. You got women. I just seen a woman on No Jumper, this little podcast, right? And she had a 10-month-old baby, and she was talking about she needed a break. I'm like, this is crazy. She needed a break for what? She said, I just needed a break three weeks for me to just be able to have fun and just, God damn, the baby 10 months old and you need to go out and have fun with a 10-month-old baby at home with your auntie, at home with your grandma. That's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? Like women raising children has become a chore to women, to where they don't even give a damn about raising a goddamn baby. It's a chore to women to want to raise a goddamn baby now. You know what I mean? And they rather pass it off on grandmama or pass it off on your auntie. It's your duty as a woman to raise that child. It's your duty as a woman to make your husband want to be in the house with you. You know what I'm saying? Because you're so sweet, you're so virtuous. That woman, they don't want that. They want the traditional role of you being a provider and going to work hard every day for your money and coming back dirty. They want that traditional role for men, but they don't want the traditional role of raising children and cooking and cleaning and sewing and, you know what I mean, being keepers at home and being good and sweet. They don't want that. They want to be out having a hot girl summer doing whatever the hell makes them happy. And that's why society is destroyed. You know what I mean? So let's get that. Let's get Genesis chapter 2, verse 18. Genesis chapter 2, verse 18. And the Lord said, is it not good that the man should be alone? That's like it. And the Lord said, and the Lord God said, it is not good that man should be alone. Right. So the Lord, after Adam named all the animals, and you know what I'm saying, the lions, the tigers, the bears, and all the animals, you know, almost had they helpmate to help them procreate. The ox was given a female ox, the lion a lioness, you know what I'm saying, a bear, a girl bear, all of it. Everybody was given their counterpart. And then after so then guess what? The Lord said, you know what? What he say? I'm reading again. And the Lord said, and the Lord God said, it is not good that the man should be alone. After Adam named everything and gave everything its name and all that, the Lord said, you know, it's not good that man should be alone. And contrary to popular belief, this is not saying that Adam was the only person. That's not what they're saying. Because we're gonna prove that Adam wasn't the only person. But it was societies. It was different nations of people. Adam had aunties, cousins, uncles, a mom and dad, all that. You know what I mean? But he was alone. Why was he alone? Because he was the only one that had the truth. Nobody else had the truth. He was alone. You know what I mean? And he was single. He wasn't married at all. And it said, I will make him a helpmeet for him. You see that? And that's the rest. This is all the way from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Always since the time of Genesis. This has always been the role as a woman. The role of a woman, the role of a wife, the role of a rib, you know what I mean, a girlfriend, whatever word you want to use, is to be a helpmate to her husband. That's her role. Her role is not to have a baby by him and then say, oh, I need some time to myself. You know what I mean? I'm gonna drop the kids off at your mom's house, or you can watch the kids. I'm gonna go out and have fun for 3 weeks in Jamaica. I'll be back. That's not the role of a woman. The role is to be a helpmate for your husband. And what does it mean to be a helpmate? You know what I'm saying? Making sure like me, brother, you know, a lot of brothers in UPK, man, we got jobs. You know what I'm saying? We got slaveries where we gotta go Monday through Friday. Sometimes even on Saturday and Sunday and all that, right? But we need a helpmate. I don't need to be having to worry about, damn, we almost out of tissue. Yeah, I need to go get some tissue. God damn, nigga, the plate's dirty. I need to wash the dishes. God damn, man, these babies in boo-boo to pee-pee. I need to change their diaper. No, you supposed to be around the house helping to. I don't even know where this stuff comes from. It just appears. I never even seen that we never ran out of toilet tissue. We always had clean face towels and rags, and you know what I'm saying. And dishes, it was never a dish in the sink. I was never tripping over toys. None of that. That's why a woman's job is to be a helpmate. What man want to go to work every goddamn day and come home to a dirty ass house, or come home to a woman with excuses running her goddamn mouth? As soon as you go home, she wants you to watch the kids, and then while she go to the store, go do some old, you know what I'm saying, whatever the hell she want to do. Don't no man want that. You know what I mean? But your job is to be a helpmate. All the way back since the time of Adam. That's how it's always been. You know what I mean? Keep reading. And out of the ground, the Lord God formed every beast of the field and every fowl of the air, and brought them into Adam to see what he would call them. And whatsoever Adam called every living creature, that was the name thereof. Right? So Adam named every creature. Right? We all know that he named every animal that you see. You know what I mean? He named everything. Hey, Shalom on Christ. Yahweh Shema, Dabashimi Ashad. Most High Christ for checking into the class. Make sure you like and share the class by Gushai, everybody that's tuned in. It's very important. All right, so verse 20. And Adam gave names to all the cattle, and to the fowl of the air, to every beast of the field. But for Adam there was not found an helpmate for him. Right, so Adam named all the beasts of the field. You know what I mean? He named all the animals, all the fowls of the air. He did everything, man. And after he got done doing all this work, he didn't have no woman to make sure his shower was running for him, or to make sure he had clean clothes. You know what I'm saying? To put on after he did all this work. He didn't have no woman that was worrying about the things that he didn't have time to worry about. You know what I'm saying? And this is what the Lord noticed, right? So let's keep going. And it said, but for Adam there was not found an helpmate for him. And the Lord God, because look at every animal had their helpmate. Like when you look at the lion, like the lion, he pretty much ain't got to do nothing because why? He got multiple helpmates. You know what I mean? Lions be they be in polygamous relationships. You know what I'm saying? A lion to have cubs by a few different lions, and guess what? They could just sit up under a shade tree all that goddamn day. You know what I'm saying? And all they got to do is protect the bride from other lions or from other predators that's prey. I mean that kill a lion. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. But other than that, they just sit up under a tree, up under the shade. And guess what do the women do? The women, I mean not the women, but the lioness, they make sure that they are helpmate to the lion by doing what? By taking care of the cubs. What else? By going to hunt. He ain't even got to worry about going to get his own food. You know why? Because he got a woman for him. And that's what a man. That's what a woman's supposed to be to a man. She's supposed to be a helpmate. Like I shouldn't have to worry about food. Damn, we ran out of food. I need to go to the store. That should be all on your rib to do that. You know what I mean? Because you got too much. You doing the work of the Lord. You probably slaving. You probably got a lot of stuff going on. To where you shouldn't have to worry about. Nigga, I need to make sure we all eat today. Let me go get some food. I'm about to cook this. I'm about to cook that. No, that's what you got a rib for. That's what a rib is for. A rib is not supposed to. It's not supposed to just be somebody that sit in the house and file our nails and just look pretty on the couch. That's not a rib. You know what I'm saying? That's a goddamn child. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be a helpmate to your husband. That's what this is talking about. And the Lord God caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam, and he slept. And he took one of his ribs and closed up the flesh instead thereof. And what is this talking about right here? It said the Lord caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam, and he slept. What is this talking about? Okay, look, when you first find out about the truth, what do you call yourself? You call yourself woke. Because you're aware of who you are now. You're aware of what you can and can't eat. You're aware of the laws of God. You know what I mean? That's what it means to be. But Adam wasn't aware. He was asleep. He had the law. He knew the laws of God and all that. But he was asleep. What does it mean when he said that he was asleep? Let's read it again. And the Lord caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam, and he slept. And you got to understand, the Bible is metaphorical. The Bible is full of slang. The Bible is spiritual, and it's full of slang. This is not talking about Adam actually being asleep for real. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand this is how black people talk, because this is our book. This is how the Hispanics talk, because this is our book. So when it said that he was asleep, what could it also be saying when it said that Adam was asleep? Does anybody know? What could it also be saying when it said that Adam was asleep? Somebody shoot it. Somebody shoot it and try to answer the question, both of y'all. You might know it. Alright, so for time's sake, when they say that Adam was asleep, it's saying that he was unaware. You know what I mean? He was Most High Christ. Y'all about to talk about this time. Most High Christ tuning in, bro. You know what I'm saying? When they say that Adam was asleep, he was a deep sleep, he was unaware. You know what I mean? Just like if you leave your phone at home, damn, I'm slipping right now. I done got all the way to work and left my damn phone at home. I'm asleep right now. God damn. You know what I mean? Or you do something what's the example? What's the example I can use? If you do something like if you do something uh 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 like put the pamper on the baby backwards. Like nigga, you might somebody might look at you like, but did you just wake up? Are you asleep? Because you did something that you normally wouldn't do. That's what this talking about. When it said that Adam, a deep sleep fell upon Adam and he slept, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't actually asleep, but he was unaware. He was about to do something that he normally wouldn't do. You know what I mean? And what is that? Let's keep reading. And he took one of his ribs and closed up the flesh instead thereof. And the rib which the Lord God had taken from man made he a woman and brought her into the man. And Adam said, this is now my bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman. So when it said that he fell asleep, and the Lord took a rib out of his side, and he said, this shall be bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh. This is going there for a second. Right? This is not talking about him actually. It's not talking about that he was actually asleep and he actually pulled a rib from his side. That's not what it's talking about. Because what I just broke down was when he was sleeping with him, I mean, he was unaware. He was about to do something that he normally wouldn't do. You know what I'm saying? And then he said, what? And the Lord took a rib from his side, and Adam said, this is now my bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh. What is this talking about? This is talking about Adam marrying somebody that comes from the same nationality as him. Somebody that's the same. He's married somebody that's the same race as him. That's what it's talking about. And why I said he was asleep, he did this while he was asleep because this is something that Adam normally probably wouldn't have did. You know why? Because it was just like back then. It's the same thing right now. Being in an interracial marriage, it was popular. It was great. You know what I'm saying? Let them tell you, your kids come out beautiful, beautiful than anybody else. They look all pretty with the little mixed hair and no, I ain't gonna say mixed hair with the little long hair that's not so kinky as normal black Hispanic men American hair. They come out probably with colored eyes and light skin and you know what I mean? So what do black men naturally want if they don't know the truth? They want a Kim Kardashian like Kanye West. They want a Chinese woman like Young Jeezy. You know what I mean? They want a heathen woman. That's what black Hispanic Native American Indian men naturally do. They naturally gravitate towards heathen women until what? Until they wake up into the truth. And then when they wake up to the truth, guess what they do? They get a woman that's a part of their nation. They get either a black Hispanic or a Native American Indian woman. You know what I mean? But Adam was living in a time where he wasn't gonna do that. So the Lord put His Spirit on him to where he was lacking. He was unaware. You know what I'm saying? And the sister walked up to him, or however they shot it off him. You know what I mean? And he liked her. You know what I'm saying? And then he ended up ribbing her up. He ended up making Eve his wife. And then that's why he said what? He said, and he said, what did he say? And Adam said, this is now bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh. Meaning what? Meaning that she is the same people as me. She's the same people as I am. She's the same nationality as I am. You know what I mean? He mean when he said that. And that's what you got to do, black Hispanic and Native American. You got to marry somebody that's of your race. There's nothing wrong with that. Like society trying to convince you that if you marry somebody that's your race and not, you don't marry outside of your race, then you're racist. Man, being a racist means that you care about your people. That's all that means. But you're supposed to marry somebody in your race. You know what I mean? Let's keep going. He said, and Adam said, this is now bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman because she was taken out of man. Right. And he said, and therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and she shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall become one flesh. But what was the whole purpose of Adam getting a wife? The whole purpose of Adam getting a wife is so he can have a helpmate. That was the whole purpose. Even so, when brothers get wives in the school, But when brothers get wives in the world, the whole purpose of you getting a wife is so you can have somebody that can help you. You know what I mean? That's what it's supposed to be. All right. You know what I'm saying? So let's get the next scripture. Let's go to 2 Samuel 5:1. That's the whole duty of a woman. It's just to be able to help her husband, man. Making sure he got a home cooked meal, making sure he got clean clothes laid out, making sure she's taking care of the children. You know what I mean? Making sure that everything is mapped out for him. He don't gotta worry about nothing. You know what I mean? That's what a real woman is supposed to do. What a woman is not supposed to do is be all out. He gotta go search the for it. He gotta call her friends, asking if he's seen it. Man, you seen my real man, where she at? And then her friend, I don't know where she at. You know what I'm saying? I always want to go to the goddamn store every goddamn day. All this garbage that be going on. Kicking with her friends and you know what I mean, all that garbage, man. Once you become somebody's wife, all that's out the window. You're not allowed. Once you become a mother and somebody's wife, your duty is to your family. You know what I mean? Let's get 2 Samuel chapter 5 verse 1. Uh, I'm tripping. Second Samuel. I'm like, that don't look like the right scripture. 2 Samuel 5:1. But like I said, man, we live in a society now where they teach you that men and women are equal. A woman can be just like how a man is. A man can have multiple wives, but guess what? A woman can have multiple sex partners. You know what I mean? That's why sisters end up with three, four, five baby daddies because society is telling them that that's okay. That should never be okay. You know what I mean? That should never be okay. Um, okay, 2 Samuel chapter 5 verse 1. Let's see. Slovakia, just 1 second. Oh yeah, that's it. That's it. 2 Samuel chapter 5 verse 1. Then came all the tribes of Israel to David unto Hebron, and spake, saying, Behold, we are thy bone and thy flesh. You see that? It's the same thing that we just read in Genesis, the second chapter. When Adam, when she became his wife, he said, "This is bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh." But then this is also the 12 tribes of Israel saying this to David. What did they say? Then came all the tribes of Israel to David. So this is all the 12 tribes. You know what I'm saying? The black, Hispanic, Native Americans, Jamaicans, Haitians, Puerto Ricans, Guatemalans, Peruvians, Venezuelans, Trinidadian, all the 12 tribes. They came to David, and what did they say? And spake, saying, Behold, we are thy bone and thy flesh. You see that? And why are they saying they David's bone in his flesh? Why? Because they saying that we are the same people. You my people. You know what I'm saying? You are my people. We are the same race of people. We descend from the same person. So when you read Genesis, it say that Eve came from Adam's rib, and then Adam called her bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh. You have to understand. He's just saying that me and her are the same nationality. Me and her are the same race. We descend from the same people. That's all that's saying. It's not saying that the Lord actually took a goddamn bone out of Adam's side and made a woman. That's ridiculous. That's what you learn in the Christian church, and the Bible does not support that at all. You know what I mean? You learn that in the goddamn Christian church, and you forget the whole purpose. Like you focus on a real, and you forget the whole purpose of why the Lord even allowed Adam to even marry this woman. Why she became his wife, not allowing him to marry, but you forget the whole reason of why Eve became his wife because you focused on the bone part, the bone of my bone, and he took on his ribs, and then you get to go on fairy tale land, and then you get to believe in that he actually took a bone out of this man's body, and you start believing in talking snakes, and they ate an apple, and bunnies that lay eggs, and you know what I mean. You get to believe in all that stupid garbage that you learn in the Christian church. You know what I mean? What you gotta understand is you gotta completely throw away everything that you learned in the church. You gotta relearn it as you can. Because if you don't, you're gonna be looking at the Bible and you're not going to understand what the hell is going on. Like Genesis and Revelations, these is one of the two main books that's so hard to understand. It's very, very difficult to understand because there's so many metaphors in it. Pretty much, nothing in Revelation is even literal. The second chapter of Genesis is not even literal. We're talking about the snake and the Garden of Eden and the fig leaves and the fruit, forbidden fruit. None of that's literal. You know what I'm saying? The only way you can understand that is coming to class and checking into these classes. Because if you don't, you won't understand it. And then the whole point of why the Lord gave Adam a helpmate, gave Eve to be a helpmate, goes out the window. Because the only part that you can focus on is, damn, the Lord made her come from his rib. Wow, that's amazing. But you forget the whole point. He got married to this woman so she can help him. And then you don't understand that. You focus on the goddamn real part, and then you turn around and be evil as hell to your man at home. Well, really, we should be breaking down why the Lord allowed him to marry her. You know what I mean? Why she's supposed to make this nigga life easier, which she didn't. You know what I mean? Don't be an Eve, Sloppy. But what did they say? They said, "Behold, we are thy bone and thy flesh." Right, meaning that we all come from the same people. That's all it was saying in Genesis, man. You know what I mean? So we're going to drop that. Let's get Ecclesiastes in the Apocrypha 36 and 24. But that's why he got married. Adam got married so he can have some. You know, he got through naming all the goddamn animals, you know what I mean, and naming the water, he named every goddamn thing. Created the alphabet, you know what I mean? Adam was doing a whole goddamn lot. He was doing the Lord's work in Genesis. And guess what? He needs a goddamn wife. You get through doing all that goddamn work, you gonna want somebody to come, go home and lay down to. You gonna want somebody to bring you peace. You know what I'm saying? You want somebody that makes you happy, make life easier for you. You know what I'm saying? That's what a woman is supposed to be. That's the whole duty of a woman. Not to be out here on top of a car shaking your goddamn ass. That's not what a woman is for. Not to be leaving your baby with every goddamn body because you want to go have fun. You know what I mean? I see so many women nowadays. Are you married? No, I ain't married. I'm just doing me right now. I'm just enjoying life. Translation, you're being a whore out here. You should probably sleep with a different dude every goddamn weekend. And then, for heathens, that's okay. But for Black, Hispanic, Native Bahamian, that's not what you here for. Like everybody want to be like Kim Kardashian and Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B, you know, and Barbie, all these high value hoes, because that's all they is. They look at these women and they say, you know what, I want to be a high value hoe. I want to mimic and you forget the traditional role of a woman. You don't even got to go back as far as Adam and Eve. You forget the traditional role of a woman since the goddamn 70s and 60s and 50s and 30s. How those women was is totally different. Like I said, everybody wants a traditional man of, you know what I'm saying, taking care of the family, going to work, woman stays at home. You know what I'm saying? But nobody, the women don't want the traditional role of how the women was in the 30s and the 20s and all that. Of being keepers at home, keeping their ass in the goddamn house, taking care of them kids, cooking and cleaning, and making life totally easy for their goddamn husband. They don't want that role, but they do want their husband to be the old traditional role of a man, working every goddamn day. And then guess what? You work every goddamn day, and guess what? You come home to a dirty ass house, to a woman running her goddamn mouth. You know what I mean? As soon as you get there, she gonna spin the hell off. Now you watching the kids after you didn't work 10 hours. You know what I mean? All this garbage, man. All you know why? Because they chasing Instagram and they chasing Facebook and, you know what I'm saying, they trying to make a YouTube channel and be a high value hoe like Kim Kardashian and Cardi B and all these different women. They are not what a woman is supposed to be. They are a poor example and poor definition of what a woman is. All they probably do is sit on the goddamn couch all day and file their nails and take pictures of their goddamn behind, and they don't bring nothing to the table. You know what I'm saying? What the hell do you bring to the table? You just take pictures all day and look pretty, and your makeup look pretty, but you don't know how to sew. You don't know how to cook. You don't know how to clean. What you don't know how to do nothing but be pretty. You know what I mean? That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Um, so yeah, that's what that scripture is about. Let's get Ecclesiastes and the Apocrypha, chapter 36. So like 24, I believe. Yeah, 36 and 24. He said, "He that getteth a wife, beginneth a possession." And you see that, man? He said, "He that getteth a wife, beginneth a possession." A wife is a possession. Why? Because your wife belongs to you. Once you become somebody's wife, you belong to that man. Whoever you lay down with, you belong to him. You are his property. You know what I mean? It's not a bad thing. You know, a lot of, like I said, a lot of people we get to bring out these scriptures and all that. You know, a lot of especially youngsters. It's 2022. We ain't finna be doing all that. I ain't finna be nobody's slave. What you mean? I'm his property. I ain't nobody's property. They got me messed up, and then they want you to be the have the traditional role as the brothers in the 1930s going to work every goddamn day. But you got to come back to a woman like that. What did it say? He that getteth a wife, beginneth a possession. Look at when you get a wife, you get a possession. When you become a man's wife, you are his possession. You belong to him. So guess what? You can't do what you want to do. Everybody can't have you. You know what I mean? You ain't not allowed to do what you want to do or go where you want to go and choose, make your own decisions. That's what you have a husband for. You know what I mean? Throughout that's what you have. That's what you have a husband for. You know what I'm saying you belong to him. And a lot of y'all women, y'all don't understand that, and like y'all don't understand it with the mindset that y'all got, wanting to be independent and do your own thing, all that. You gonna be the old cat lady. That's who you gonna be. Yeah, you ain't never considered that, huh? You ain't never considered like, damn, I'm gonna be the old cat lady with the cats, and you know, the house everywhere I go, everybody like, yeah, you smell like litter. You ain't never considered that, huh? I mean, that's what it's gonna be like if you don't understand your role as a woman and understand that there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. You got to stop trying to conform into society and do what society told you, man. They want to make you feel like you a slave, but because you belong to somebody. That's a good thing. You should take pride in that. You go somewhere, somebody try to get at you or something, or you know what I mean. Somebody asks you if you married. They ain't even trying to get at you. Somebody might just ask you, are you married? You know what I'm saying? And you and your husband stand up like, yeah, she belongs to me. Yeah, that's my wife. The word "my" is a possessive pronoun. That's what "my" is. You know what I mean? "My" means that it shows ownership. So if you say, "Oh, how you doing, Jake? This is my wife." Ain't nothing wrong with that. But then when you break those words down and say, "Yeah, you belong to him. You his possession," everybody will be like, "Oh, hold on, are you a sexist?" You know what I'm saying? What the hell is going on? Are you misogynistic? What the hell is going on with you? What do you mean she belongs to him? She doesn't belong to anybody. You know, they want to do all that. But they have no problem if you had a casual setting with somebody and you introducing yourself to somebody like, oh yeah, man, I'm such and such. This is my wife right here. This is my wife, so and so. Nobody has a problem with that though. You should take pride in being somebody's wife. You know what I mean? And what did it say? He that getteth a wife begetteth a possession, a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest. Right, like we read, man. That the whole purpose of Adam marrying Eve was so he can have a helpmate. He can have somebody to help him. You know what I'm saying? Make life easy for him. Now, I shouldn't have to worry about getting toilet tissue. You know what I'm saying? And having clean face towels and all that. Making sure my clothes clean. You know what I mean? Man shouldn't have to worry about that if he has a wife. Shouldn't have to worry about that when I'm gonna eat today. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I never, especially in this house, I don't know what the hell my wife gonna cook. And I don't. Guess what? I don't care. I don't care. Just bring me some food. Whatever you cook, I don't give a damn. Just bring it here. You know what I mean? That's what a man wants. Cause guess what? If you don't have a wife, guess what you gotta do? You gotta eat fast food every goddamn day. You gotta go in there and make you a noodle or a hot dog because you don't know how to cook. You know, some brothers in the school they know how to throw down in their kitchen. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of them. I don't know how to cook. If I probably could, if I put my mind to it, you know what I'm saying, or just sat down, watched a YouTube video, or asked grandma a few questions. But I ain't got time for that. I don't got time for that. You know what I mean? That's what you get a rib for. chef so that she can be in the kitchen and putting chicken in flour and then throw it in the grease, getting popped by grease and all that. You know what I mean? You got a lot of these sisters, they scared of that goddamn grease. That's why they got that air fryer. Now put that air fryer down and get popped by that grease like your grandma used to. You know what I mean? Stop trying to make everything easy for you. You know what I mean? But that's what a woman is supposed to be. A woman is supposed to be a help to her husband. You know what I mean? That's what you're not doing when you're being helpful. You trying to leave her goddamn day, do what you want to do, and go to Target. You know, the Target damn there make a lot of these women commit adultery. Target damn there kidnap your goddamn woman. You know what I mean? She'd been there. She'd be in goddamn Target 2-3 hours. You like, man, what the hell are you doing? Where you at? I'm in Target, man. What do you mean? You in Target? You in Target getting towels and candles and all this garbage? Like, man, Target, and man, look, they need to chill out with the Target. But that's what a woman is supposed to be, man. What would say? A help likened to himself. That's what a woman is supposed to be. A help to a man. You know what I'm saying? Not somebody that makes life harder for him. You're supposed to get a wife, and then life becomes harder for you. That's not what it's supposed to be like. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to get a wife, and life. You're supposed to get a wife, and then life becomes so much easier for you. And you like she made life so easy for you. You can't even imagine life when you didn't have a wife. You like, God damn, I can't even. What the hell? How was I surviving? You know what I'm saying? Was my clothes clean? Yeah, well, what was I eating? How did I eat? How did I survive? That's how it's supposed to be. When you got a good wife. She's supposed to help you so much you can't even remember when you didn't even have her. What life was like, because she made your life so easy. That's how that. If you a woman, that's how you're supposed to be. If you have a man or when you get one. You know what I mean? You're supposed to be emotional every goddamn day, running your mouth, talking to him crazy. You know what I'm saying? Embarrassing him every time y'all go somewhere, arguing with waiters and staff. You got road rage in the goddamn traffic, man. You gotta tell everybody, man, it's alright, I got her. It's alright, I got her. You know what I'm saying? Gonna come to high holy days, you embarrassing them, running your mouth. You know what I mean? It ain't supposed to. That's not the type of help a man wants. What you gonna do is you gonna make that man go get another wife and leave you the hell alone. You know what I mean? Let's keep reading. Salakia. And it said, a help like unto himself, a pillar of rest. You see that? A woman is supposed to be a pillar of rest. Man, like a man supposed to get him a wife, and I'm able to rest now. I used to have to go to the goddamn laundry mat and wash my clothes up there for 3-4 hours at a time. You know what I mean? Then have to get up and go to work and have to pack my own food and prep my own meals, and I had to do all that myself. When you get a wife, she's supposed to be a pillar of rest. You don't have to worry about nothing. All you gotta do is get up, brush your goddamn teeth, wash your face, and go. She's supposed to be a pillar of rest. A lot of these women out here, I'm just sad to say, but they don't know how to be a pillar of rest. You know what I'm saying? What they know how to do is run their goddamn mouth, talk crazy to you, embarrass you, humiliate you, make a man, like, you should never make a man feel insecure. You know what I'm saying? Or feel like, you know what I'm saying? You don't even know how to stay out of other men's face. You don't even know how to let other men know on social media that you're not available. You know what I mean? You ain't even got on your Facebook married to such and such. So you got brothers inboxing you all goddamn day in the world in these fake Israelite groups. You got brothers trying to talk to you every goddamn day, and guess what? You don't even let not one brother know. Oh, I'm married. I got a man out here just embarrassing brothers, bro. You know what I'm saying? Man, you shouldn't. I pray the Lord. I pray the Lord never give me a woman like that. You know what I mean? That is crazy, man. But that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be a pillar of rest. Why? Because that's the whole duty of a woman. That's the whole duty of a woman, man. Is to be a goddamn pillar of rest. You shouldn't be out around here trying to have boy best friends. You know what I'm saying? You should be out here trying to wear whatever you want to wear, put on whatever you want to put on, talk the way you want to talk. You can't do that because you belong to somebody, man. You got to do what he says. You know what I mean? And a lot of y'all, I'm just gonna say, I'm just gonna keep it a buck with you. Man, a lot of y'all, man, y'all used and abused, and you know what I'm saying? And not the sisters in the school, because when you come to the school and you get that name, and you a new person, you a virgin until you get a husband. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of sisters in the world, man, they use and abuse. They're like a goddamn Bratz doll that you know what I'm saying? Everybody in the store got to touch and open up the goddamn box, and then somebody finally bought it and took it home, and then returned it when they realized that there was hella shit missing out of this goddamn box. This Bratz doll didn't come with the shoes and the clothes and all the necessities like I seen on the commercial. It didn't come with everything like I seen on the goddamn box you return it. You know what I mean? That's what a lot of these sisters like. And that's why it's better. It's good for you to court a sister, man, because you gonna get with a sister for her looks, and you gonna find out like, man, she's missing everything that's supposed to make my life easier. You know what I'm saying? Bring the where's the money at? You want to sit at home every goddamn day and want me to go to work? No, I need you to bring the bag back. Why chill like a lion? That's what lions do. Lions they go get the food, bring it back to the lion. You know what I'm saying? Then you gotta work and support your wife and your kids because ultimately you ain't even working for yourself no more. You working for her now. That's what you're doing. You know what I mean? And the whole relationship is gonna be totally destroyed. It's like it could be a long-winded. Let's get Proverbs 18 and 22. Also, man, tune in with us in about 30 minutes, man. We're gonna be on this same channel. We're gonna do Dropping Jewels podcast. So make sure y'all tune in. All right, let's go to Proverbs 18 and 22. Proverbs chapter 18, verse 22. Whoso findeth a wife findeth a good thing. You see that? It said, whosoever findeth a wife findeth a good thing, and obtaineth favor of the Lord. Man, whoever so find a wife finds a good thing. Why I'm saying this? Because getting a wife, getting a rib, you know what I'm saying, that's supposed to be a good thing. Getting somebody that wanna make sure you straight, you ain't gotta worry about nothing. That's supposed to be a good thing. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? It's not a good thing today. A lot of times, brothers get with these ribs, and they find out they evil as hell. And they got, you know what I mean, they hoes, and they can't cook, clean, sew, do nothing, and they don't want to be with this woman no more. And then they commit adultery. You know, obviously in the world that's what they're doing. In UBK we don't do that because we got a whole court process. You know what I mean? But when you get a wife, you're supposed to get a good thing. And guess what? You know, a lot of sisters they might not know hadn't learned that. They might not was taught how to cook and clean and so. But guess what? The type of woman that you should want, being a brother, you should want a woman that has those qualities, or get a woman that wants to learn those things and want to be good at it. She want to learn how to sew and be good at it. She want to learn how to cook and be good at it. She want to learn how to shut her goddamn mouth and be good at it. She might not be taught those things, and that's why you're supposed to have a husband if you didn't have a father that's teaching you these things. Why? So you could be virtuous. You know what I mean? Why? So you could be a good. You could be good. You could be what? What did we read again? And it said, whoso finds a wife findeth a good thing. Right, so you can find a woman that's virtuous and good and favored. Like you look at this woman and she's favored. You like, God damn, nigga, this. I've been waiting on a woman like this. You know what I mean? That's how it's supposed to be. Like she's supposed to make your life so goddamn easy. Like I said, you don't even remember how life was prior to having her. You ain't supposed to be You ain't supposed to have a wife and be like, damn, nigga, I wish I ain't never met this girl. God damn, she make my life so hard. Stress me out every goddamn day. Man, she don't nigga look bad. Why is the bathroom dirty? You know what I'm saying? I just worked all day. Why is it bad? Why am I coming home to this? God damn, what you mean you need to go somewhere? Why you know you can't go nowhere? Why are you talking to me crazy like that? That's you ain't supposed to have a wife like that. You know what I mean? And that's why we got a whole courting process so you can avoid it. It's what it say. What's it? The one that served. It's in Proverbs or Ecclesiastes. I think 7:26. He that served the Lord shall escape her. I'm paraphrasing. And man, you serve the Lord, you're going to escape a woman like that. How you serve the Lord? By courting. Make sure that you never get a woman like that. You know what I mean? But it said what? It said, whoso findeth a wife findeth a good thing. That's what a wife is supposed to be. You find a wife, it's supposed to be a good thing. It's not supposed to be a grievous thing. It's not supposed to be something that you like, damn, I wish you second guessed it. I wish I would have never did this, man. I was thinking too fast. I was thinking with my, a lot of brothers always say that, man. I was thinking with my, my private. I was thinking with my ride, and then you end up on child support. Then you end up with some goddamn sexually transmitted disease where your goddamn piss is glowing in the goddamn dark. You know what I mean? Then you end up with a woman. You got kids by her, but guess what? You got kids by her, but she didn't have sex with every last one of your cousins and homies. You know what I mean? What she wake up to? I had a few women in the world that was so just wild. I'm like, how the hell did I end up in this situation? You know what I mean? A lot of times, brother, like for me, I think there was some crazy women, like being in the world, fresh out of prison, ain't got nowhere to go. She got her own spot. So I'm just putting up with everything. I'm like, God damn, I wake up in the morning, nigga. I'm used to dealing with women that's about something. You know what I mean? Or that's trying to be about something. I wake up in the morning when she told me something. Where my doobies at? What the heck? What you talking about doobies? Hey, where's my eggs at? The hell? You looking for an ashtray with doobies in it? You want to smoke? God damn, nigga, where the fuck? So like my language, where the hell is my? At least make. I know you want to cook on pancakes. It's looking a little messy, you lazy. Leave where my egos at. Where's my goddamn eggs or something? You know what I'm saying? And my beef bacon or something, man. Salt and pepper. You waking up talking about a goddamn doobie? You trying to smoke a doobie blunt in the morning? That's wild. That is wild. But this is the type of society that we're living in. The women, there's a lot of women out there today. They don't know how to be a good woman. They don't know how to be a good wife, a good mother. And that's why you need a man over you, because a lot of these women didn't have fathers to teach them that. They had horrible examples. Their mom was a horrible example. Society, not even their mom. The society has been a horrible example. All women, the only example women have today are high-valued hoes. You know what I'm saying? All they care about is having fun, OnlyFans, Instagram. Every you go through their pictures, all they got is just pictures from the back. Pictures from the back. They don't have no pictures with clothes on. It's just ridiculous, man. You know what I mean? But that you supposed to find you find a good woman. Yeah, you find a wife. It's supposed to be a good thing. It's not supposed to be something that you regret. Like, why did I do this? You know what I mean? So let's drop that. Let's get Proverbs 31 and 10. And for sisters like that, who is a good wife, you know what I'm saying, and a good thing, they know how to keep a man. That's one thing about it, man. You develop some traits, and you learn how to shut your goddamn mouth, and you know how to bring that money back. Man, look at you, man. That's gonna keep a man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody making all these podcasts and asking all these questions. How you keep a man? How you keep a man? Hey, you don't know how to keep a man? We're gonna show you how to keep a man. You know what I mean? Let's go to Proverbs 31 and 10. Proverbs chapter 31, verse 10. Who can find a virtuous woman? That's what the scripture said. The scripture said, who can find a virtuous woman? What does it mean to be virtuous? Does anybody know? What does it mean to be virtuous? To be virtuous means to be skillful. A woman see that you a goddamn felon or something, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case, you ain't got no education like that. You're not afforded the opportunities that she's afforded in this kingdom, being able to get jobs that pay high or pay a good amount of money. So guess what, man? Look, she go be an RN and go get some money, and she bring that bag back. You know what I mean? She go be a professional chef somewhere and bring that bag back. She go graduate college to be some you know what I'm saying, a doctor, or you know what I mean, just something, man. And she know how to bring that bag back. She go out there and start a goddamn business. 9 out of 10 businesses fail, but this business that she started, she know how to do that. Start a business and make sure y'all get money. That's what a virtual woman do. To be virtuous means to be skillful. You know what I mean? And this is something that brothers look for in women. It's not that brothers is gold diggers. You know what I'm saying? They're not gold diggers, but only want a woman with money. But it's a good thing to find a woman with money. Why? Because it's not that he's money hungry, but what is a woman for? A helpmate. You finding a woman with money, not only do you like her, but you got money too. That's gonna make your life so much easier. That's gonna make your life so much easier. She come with her own goddamn bag, like Glad bags. She come with her own goddamn money. So guess what? You ain't gotta worry about buying $800 bundles and all that. You ain't gotta worry about getting her goddamn nails done every week because she just want them done. Which ain't nothing wrong. You want to buy a woman hair and nails, it's fine. But I'm speaking for a lot of brothers that don't have money and they don't have that luxury to be able to do that. You don't gotta worry about that. You ain't gotta buy her Louis Vuitton and Gucci and Prada and Balenciaga and Alexander McQueen. You ain't gotta do all that. You know what I mean? You gotta buy her a lot of gold chain. You ain't gotta do none of that. You know why? Because she's virtuous. She gonna make sure she bring you the money back. That's what she gonna do. She gonna make sure she bring you that bag. Because you know why? Because she's skillful. She know what to do to get money. And guess what? She ain't gotta be a hoe to do it. She ain't gotta make a she ain't gotta be half naked all on the goddamn internet. You know what I'm saying? She ain't gotta know a lot of these sisters, they be like, oh man, I don't know nobody, I'm shy, I'm innocent. And you go out in public with her, and every time Dick and Harry and Larry know her. And you look at her like, God damn, all these people, she's a whore. That's how she know her. It's a lot. You know what I mean? But you gotta be virtuous, skillful. You want a husband, you want to find a good husband, be about something. Don't be all now just be sitting in the house, man. I go to class on Tuesday and I just sit in the house and just be chilling. Nah, man, get you a sewing machine. Try to learn how to sew. We got Passover coming up in about 6, 7 months. Maybe try to make you a dress, make you a few dresses. You know what I'm saying? Start selling them. Tell the sisters, man. I just started, man. I made this dress. It's gonna be some sister to hit you, man. Damn, can you make me a dress like that for Passover? How much you gonna charge me? Oh man, I'm gonna charge you 150. Damn. So look, now you can take that 150, buy some more material to get some dresses, or you can get your ticket for Passover, depending on where it's gonna be. You can do a whole lot. Oh man, brothers need some war scarves and mitris. Man, look, man, I ain't got a husband, so just hit my camp leader. I done made 100 war scarves and 100 mitris, every color. That's what a virtuous woman does. That's what virtuous means. Virtuous means be skillful. Come with some skills, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep reading. Keep good. Come with some skills. 31 and 10. It said, the heart of, it said, Slaki, who can find a virtuous woman? It said, who can find a virtuous woman? In society, in this society, you can't find a virtuous woman. It said, all right. In this society, you can't find a virtuous woman. You know why? Because women don't think it's lucrative. They don't think it's beneficial for them to be virtuous. You know what I mean? They think women nowadays think it's beneficial for them to run their goddamn mouth and be obnoxious and be masculine and pointing all in your goddamn face, embarrassing you and making a public example about you. That's beneficial to them. And guess what? They get what they want. They get exactly what they was looking for. Nothing. It's for people to be like, damn. The society they got so many what is it called? Girls Club, House Club. What is it called? All them shows that women be watching, and every sister be on there ratchet as hell. Every sister, they fighting or they arguing with their man. And guess what? Those shows come on for a reason. You know why? Because it's millions of black women and Hispanic women that's watching these shows, and guess what? They see how much money these women got and how they pulling up in Bentleys and Benzes and they got these big mansions and they got paparazzi follow on them. They on the TV show and they say, you know what? I want to be like that. So guess what I got to do? I got to talk to my man crazy. That's the only way I'm gonna be able to make it in life. That's the only way I'm gonna be able to get up here. You know what I'm saying? Be put on a pedestal. I'm gonna talk to him crazy. I'm gonna embarrass him. I'm gonna have attitude, have a stinky, maggot attitude everywhere I go. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do whatever the hell I want to do and let everybody know I can't be messed with. I can't be touched. You are going to be the cat lady. That's what you're gonna be doing. You're gonna be at the store with a whole cart full of cat litter. It ain't gonna be full of food because you don't even know how to cook. You don't know how to cook. You think you some like high end hoe to where you got to just go out and eat every goddamn day. You don't know how to cook nothing. A lot of it's sad to say. I'm just gonna keep it 100. A lot of these sisters don't even know how to boil hot water. They don't even know how to boil no goddamn hot water. You know what I'm saying? But they want you to have the traditional role of a man being a provider and being a protector and taking care of home and paying all the bills. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, they don't want the the what is it called? Salaki. I just lost my train of thought. They don't want the traditional world as a woman wearing a goddamn dress. You know what I mean? Not having your goddamn titties and ass out. Salaki. Cleaning up, staying clean. Make sure the house clean. Taking care of the children. Not running your mouth. Not trying to be obnoxious and seen by every goddamn body. You know what I mean? Thinking everything is a joke. Real woman, like, you ain't never watched them old shows, Game of Thrones, and you know what I mean? Yeah, have you? I know y'all seen Black Knight. We black. Everybody seen Black Knight with Mark Lawrence. You see how that sister that Mark Lawrence, like, you see how she was acting? Okay, you couldn't even get her to make eye contact with you the whole movie, and she just put her head down like this, and you can't even see her. You can't even. You like, damn, this shit is so goddamn mysterious. I never see her. She ain't never. Nobody even knows who. Like, everybody knows who she is, but nobody knows her. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? Like, everybody knows that she's beautiful and she's modest, but no, like, she doesn't talk to anybody. I ain't never seen this sister get loud. She ain't arguing with nobody. She ain't all on Facebook giving her a goddamn opinion 24/7 and all. Nobody cares. Show me something, like, especially on Facebook and social media. You got sisters that, especially them fake Israelite sisters. They come into the truth, which they ain't in the truth, but they find out about Israelites and all that. And they say, you know what? I want to live like that. I don't fault them for it. But then guess what? They don't want to pick up the role of how the woman was in the scriptures. Women in the scriptures wasn't battling over, oh man, that ain't how you break that down, Akadi. That ain't how you break that down, Ak. You know what I mean? Like, they ain't doing all that on Facebook. They weren't doing all that. Battling with brothers and all that, trying to be seen and look like you just some type of prophetess where you can prophesy and lead the people out of Egypt and all that garbage y'all be on. They wouldn't know that. You know what I mean? They was man, keepers at home. What did Rebecca and Sarah and them do? They stayed at home in that tent. They made sure that Isaac had a good life. They made sure that Jacob had a good life. Jacob had 4 wives. They made sure he look at his wives. And we gonna get back. I'm gonna pull a few scriptures on them. Like Leah, one of Jacob's wives. She's so raw, man. She said, I think it was Rachel was one of them. But man, she couldn't have kids. Man, she said, look, you know what? I'm gonna give you my maid. She came with something. Not only did they know how to go get water out the goddamn, you know what I mean, the well and all that, take care of the children and cook and clean and sew and make them garments and all that. But guess what? She said, look, you can have my maid as your wife because I can't give you children. That's a virtuous woman right there. Yeah, man, a man want children. You see. Hey, Shalom of Christ, sis. You know about your I mean, how Shema about you outside, Shalom. Yeah, you feel me? You're right. That's facts, man. That's the traditional role of a woman, man. You know what I mean? Khan, all them shows are trash. Right, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Them shows are definitely trash. But what did it say? It said 31:10. It said, who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. And look, a virtuous woman, her price is far above rubies. What does that mean? That means, like, man, see, a ruby, you have one ruby, and a ruby might let's just say $1,000 for one ruby. You might have a handful of rubies. That might be worth $10,000. When you got a virtuous woman, she's worth way more than rubies. She worth way more than diamonds, man. Because over time, that little money that you got for them rubies or them diamonds or them gems, you already been and spent that money. You know what I'm saying? You already been and spent all that money you didn't got on it. But this woman, you ain't selling her. You know what I'm saying? You ain't getting rid of this woman. You ain't gonna throw her away. You know why? Because she's skillful. She's virtuous. No, she like, yeah, those rubies are worth something. But this woman right here, she bring money to the table. She in her bag. You know what I'm saying? Bring the money. That's what brothers want, man. Bring the goddamn money. Make life easy for us. Because that's what a woman is for. That's the traditional role of a woman. Very the popular belief. You know how I know? Because what did the Lord say in Genesis 2nd chapter? He said, man, Adam did all this stuff, but he needs a helpmate. So then that's why he created Eve. But then y'all missed that part. Y'all focus on the part where, damn, he took a rib out of his side and then made a human being, and then she. Man, look, bro, that never happened. It's not in the Bible. All he was saying is that they come from the same people, and that's what you have to understand, man. Stop trying to conform to society and let them tell you and dictate what a real woman is and what a real woman does. That's why these brothers they get women in these basketball players and entertainers that everybody look up to. They get women like Will Smith. He got that woman. He got G.I. Jane. What's her name? Jada Pinkett Smith. And she got alopecia, and she's a goddamn hoe. She done slept with her son's friend. She done cheated on Pernell and slept with Tracy. I mean, and slept with Kane. You know what I mean? All this garbage she got going on, even though it's a movie, still though, she's a whore. You know what I mean? She didn't manipulated this man to slap Chris Rock on stage because he called her bald. That's crazy, man. That's absolutely ridiculous. And then laughed about it. And he's sitting up there looking like an idiot. You shouldn't have never talked about my wife. Or you ain't say that to Arkansas Steen. He had, you know what I'm saying? He was doing things to your real. And this is still your wife. That woman, women like that, that's why the scriptures say, don't give your soul into a woman. You know what I mean? Because she would, to a wicked woman, because she'll destroy you. That woman destroyed Will Smith, man. And when it said a wife is supposed to be a good thing, but when you jaded, all wives ain't good though. That's why you gotta be careful when you make your wife. Because Jada Pinkett, she's a wife, and guess what? She just totally destroyed Will Smith. Destroyed that man. I guarantee every day he contemplates committing suicide, man, because his life's so goddamn horrible. You know what I mean? But a virtuous woman, man, she's skillful, and her price is far above Ruby's. She's able to bring money back. She did way more, 10 times the money you was gonna get for those rubies. Cause you know why? Because you're gonna be with this woman for a lifetime. She's gonna make your life easy for a lifetime. You know what I mean? Um, what else we got? Um, let's go. 1 Corinthians 11:3. And this is the last scripture I'm gonna get for time's sake. Salaki for a short class. I started a little late. Salaki about that. 1 Corinthians. 1 Corinthians 11:3. 1 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ is God. What are we seeing right here? We're seeing the hierarchy right here. When you say Khan, sir, or we will not be the same anymore. Right, he ain't gonna be the same. So I get Jada Ballhead because she's so evil. Yeah, absolutely. You know what I mean? Absolutely. You know, you got sisters out here that got long hair too. It ain't evil. It necessarily ain't gonna happen like that every single time. Every sister that's evil ain't gonna get alopecia and all that, whatever the hell she said she got. But it said we looking at a hierarchy right here. We looking at a ranking. It said that Christ is the head of man and the man is the head of the woman. But you learn in society that due to the feminists, you know what I'm saying? They say that men and women are equal. That was the whole feminist movement was about. It was about saying that men and women can both do the same things and work the same jobs, and men and women aren't equal. Women are emotional. They move off emotional. You know what I'm saying? And they just totally different from a man. It's a man's natural role to be a protector. You know what I'm saying? And if somebody threatens his wife and family, to defend him. You know what I mean? That it's not a woman's natural role, but somebody it's threatening her and her man for her to jump in front of her man and be like, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna stab you, I'm gonna hurt you, leave my man alone. That's not normal, that's not natural. She should get the hell out of the way. You know what I mean? That's why you don't see no women, that's why you see transgender men getting in women's sports, and what are they doing? Totally dominating women. I see one transgender in UFC beating the hell out the women. Like beating the shit, I mean crazy. I see transgender man swimming, and guess what? He's smoking the women. In track and field, because you know why? Because he's a man. Men and women are not equal, but they want to be so goddamn bad. We have different roles in society. We're both created to do different things. You know what I mean? And guess what? That's why if the house on fire, it is engulfed in flames, and the fire, and we stuck in the goddamn house, or let's act like you don't have a man. You stuck in the house with the children, and you on the phone with the fire department. You ain't gonna, they gonna say, okay, we finna send some women up there right now. They coming in to save you. No, you gonna be like, hell nah. I need to get carried out of here. Send some men, or somebody break into your house, and you know what I mean. You locked in the goddamn closet with your kid. And they don't know you there. You gonna call the police like, man, send some police. We gonna send a few women. Oh, send some men. It's an intruder in my man, and intruder in my house. Send some men. You know why? Because men can handle those problems. It's their role to protect women. It's their role to protect. That's not a woman's natural role. You know what I mean? A woman's natural role is to take care of children and to cook and clean and do that type of stuff. That's her role. And you can say it's misogynistic and I'm a sexist and all that, but it's true. According to the Bible, that's what a woman's role is. You know what I mean? And you know how I know we're equal? Like I said at the beginning of the class, dude, if men and women are equal, then drop your children off at daycare where only big bodybuilder men work at. Go to a daycare center where it's just a bunch of men that work there that take care of children. You gonna walk in there, you gonna say, hell no, I ain't leaving my kid here. You know why? Because naturally you know that that's a woman's job, and it's weird for a man to want to try to take her some goddamn children. Because that's a woman's role. You know what I mean? That's what this scripture, this is a hierarchy that we read. It said that Christ is over the man and the man is over the woman. You know what I mean? That's how it should be, and that's how it's always been. You know, we are not the same. All right? And it said, every, what it say? And the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ is God. And that's how it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? That's how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to look to your man, and when it says your man is the head, it's saying that he's the final say so. He makes the final decisions. You can go be a doctor, the smartest doctor in the goddamn world. You know what I'm saying? You can go be a pilot, and women can do whatever it is they want to do that's lawful. You know what I'm saying? And especially when it comes to jobs, they can do anything in the field. But my man has that final say so. Oh man, they want to hire the fire department want to hire me to be a fireman. No, you're not going to be a fireman. Oh, they want to hire me to be a cop. No, you're not going to be a cop. You're not going to go do something else. You know what I'm saying? I don't need you to be walking here and taking off your goddamn police and you slap your gun and badge on the goddamn dresser. That make me want to get your shower water ready. Like I'm the goddamn woman. You walk in the house, what's up, babe? Yeah, man, I had a good day at work today. You just slammed your damn gun and badge on the ground. And I can just imagine where brothers go to who wife is a goddamn cop and working in the department. A woman shouldn't be given that authority over a goddamn man. You know what I mean? But I was gonna go jump into multiple wives, but I'm not gonna do it tonight because we gotta start this podcast. Said I'm in the class. Y'all about to show me our brothers. Y'all show me y'all shout out to all the sisters. Tune in about 10, 20 minutes. IHBK Sacramento, Dropping Jewels podcast. Now we got some articles we're gonna bring out. That's cold business, man. Jewel of the day, all that. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, shalom.